You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real. As Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. All right, folks. A lot of athletes talking this week. Laura Ingraham. Remember when she had something to say about LeBron and KD, but then all of a sudden this week, she's all gung-ho about Drew Brees? Watch.
And now an update on a segment we brought you last night. I expressed concern that New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees was being subjected to withering criticism for answering a question about what NFL protests might look like next season.
All right, that's the response. I need the original video. Play that one, please.
It's always unwise to seek political advice from someone who gets paid $100 million a year to bounce a ball. Oh, and LeBron and Kevin, you're great players, but no one voted for you. Millions elected Trump to be their coach. So keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble.
Well, he's allowed to have his view about what kneeling and the flag means to him. I mean, he's a person. He has some worth, I would imagine. I mean, this is beyond football, though. This is totalitarian conduct. This is Stalinist. And by the way, on the streets of New Orleans, we're looking at live pictures. They're shouting F Drew Brees.
Wow.
That's what this moment has done to the beautiful team spirit of the New Orleans Saints.
He's a great Christian man.
He's a great Christian man. Don't you just love white fragility? How they can trash LeBron James and Kevin Durant for criticizing Trump and speaking about political issues and say, shut up and just dribble. But then they never say, Drew, just shut up and throw. See, there's somebody who might say again, just like the other child, oh, just ignore them. Not when you look at their ratings. You must always call a hypocrite out when you see one, and that's exactly who Laura Ingraham is. And then, of course, she did this little video where she responded, and I'm not going to play it. We played a little bit earlier, but I'm not going to play it, where she's like, well, we need to have more dialogue. Really? But Laura, you and your staff, y'all are scared to debate a person like me. Y'all are scared to have the dialogue. Oh, y'all got my number. The CEO of Fox News has my number and email. But it's amazing how y'all won't call certain people. See, I think the reason y'all won't call certain people is because you're afraid that your largely white audience might actually begin to hear the truth. The fact of the matter is, there are white folks in this country who have never liked black athletes standing up. They despised Muhammad Ali. Oh, go back and look at some of the columns. You see sportscaster Brent Musburger? Oh, go back and read the comments that he had to say about John Carlos and Tommy Smith after they protested in 1968 in Mexico City. And he still refuses to apologize for those comments. Just look at the hateful comments you hear on sports talk radio and in newspaper columns about black athletes today who are standing up and using their voice and fighting. Oh, I know we're now living in this whole different world where everybody, all the little networks, everybody's releasing their little statements and it's all goody-goody. No. But go back 10, 15, 20 years, and that was not the case. See, the real issue for people like Laura Ingraham is that when you got black folks with money, they don't give a damn what you think. LeBron James could buy a Laura Ingraham. So could Kevin Durant. That's why they can't stand when you become an uppity black and you use your dollars to help the community. See, they know the power of a LeBron James. They simply fear when he uses it. Y'all do remember that scene in the movie Malcolm X, which I just love, when my man Malcolm, played by Denzel, raises his hand and then just sort of points that way. And the fruit of Islam follows, and the white cop said that's just too much power for one man to have. That ain't actually what he said in real life. In real life, he said that's too much power for one nigga to have. What you're dealing with is, you're dealing with a country that can't handle black power. that can't handle it when you got black men who are not afraid to use their power. When they start having 60 and 70 and 80 million followers on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, they begin to marshal those resources. You go to Quibi and you watch the documentary Blackballed. Documentary about Donald Sterling. Do you know why the NBA, Adam Silver, had no choice but to move? Because that was about to be a reckoning in the NBA. They literally were about to see black ball players boycott the playoffs unless something was done against Donald Sterling. That's what the Laura Ingrams can't stand. They love it when the Drew Breeses of the world tout the flag, but they don't want to hear a black athlete take a knee. They will ridicule them, condemn them, trash them, call them anti-American because they are speaking the right language to their white viewers. Folks, understand game, recognize game. And I love to see these brothers kicking Drew Brees' ass. Because what they're saying is, we also are the reason you got those yards. You might be able to throw it, but you can't catch it either. But he catching hell right now. And Laura Ingrams of the world can't stand it because, see, we're not going back to that other America. Remember the movie Rising Sun? And that scene when Wesley Snipes was at a valet and the white guy said to him, "Where's our car?" And Wesley said, "Wrong man, wrong fucking century." That's black athletes today, Laura Ingraham. Final comments, Wendy, Derek, and Rob.
I think you, Roland, I think you said it well. I think that you just crystallized everything that everyone is feeling. The hypocrisy that is Laura Ingraham for her to say that LeBron James should shut up and dribble, but then says that Drew Brees has a right to his opinion. It is hypocrisy. And what I'm loving and what I want us to highlight is the ways in which these athletes, these celebrities, are using their power, their privilege, to move forth the narrative of black excellence. So I applaud LeBron James. I applaud Cardi B. I applaud Beyonce. I applaud them for using their platforms because the truth of the matter is white people love to say we don't see color. They love to use that term, we don't see color. And what these people are saying to them is, no, you're going to see my color. And my color is I am black. You can't no longer stand behind me and say, I like the Lakers, and therefore I tolerate these black men. Or I like this music, and therefore I tolerate this black woman that is singing these songs. No, you are going to now start to see people saying, you are not only going to be a fan of what I do, but you have to be a fan of who I represent. And who they represent is blackness. And I love it.
Derek?
Look, Laura Ingraham got a balance when she said, shut up and dribble. I remember, I watched that show. I remember when she said that. I was like, ooh, you shouldn't have said that. But I look at Drew Brees, man, and I read his apology. It was very well written. It seemed like it came from the heart. It was genuine, that kind of thing. I also look at Drew Brees, man. This dude, on March 26th, he donated $5 million to Louisiana and pledged to deliver 10,000 meals a day. And he's done more for that city down there. So just to call him out and like F Drew Brees for his statement after he apologized, I think that's a bit much. I think that's a bit much on Drew Brees.
Nah,
he did come back. He did come back and make
hold on.
Can I say something?
Real quick.
Real quick, I just think it's so important. Like, even we saw this on Blackout Tuesday. We saw individuals, white people, putting up these black squares. You have to do more than that. People are giving people brownie points because they're saying that they're allies. It's not about allyship. We need accomplices in this movement. You cannot sit by and just be an ally. You need to be shoulder to shoulder with us in this movement as an accomplice. If I go to jail for marching, you go to jail for marching. That's what we need. So do not tout
was
Drew
March
Brees for
26th.
what he's given to Louisiana. When it came time for him to be an accomplice in the movement, he chose not to. So no, you do not get brownie points for your allyship.
Okay.
We only need accomplices in this
Don't tell
movement.
One second. Rob.
Yeah, leadership matters. And look, he is leading a team of mostly black players. He was way out of line. He believed those things he believed, but look, he apologized. So look, now the players should make him do more and use this opportunity. It is a process. So look, they could be allies, they could be accomplices. We got to get people wherever we can get them, because in order for us to get to where we need to get to, we need more white people on board too. So whatever it takes to get people, if they're willing to push him further, get him out there, push him out there further, because for us to move forward, other white people are going to have to convince other white people. Like black people, we know what we've been going through forever. We've been saying it forever. Nobody's believed us. It had to take a man on camera, dying, breathing for his last breath, that people say, oh, maybe something's wrong. Something's always been wrong. But we really need to change it this time.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Thank the folks with Ceek.com, Ceek.com, for partnering with us. This is Mary Spio, is the creator, the innovator, the founder of this company. She, of course, designed these 4D 360-degree headphones that are absolutely amazing. We've got a partnership with them, folks. If you purchase these headphones, you can use the promo code RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020, and simply go to Ceek.com. That's Ceek.com. Be sure to check it out. We thank them for partnering with us.